to the mood. And I do actually have a poem I'd like to read a bit out for you people. Yeah, khidmatan lakum or fi khidmatikum people. This is for you people to appreciate the finer arts in life. This is called, right, so this is by someone, what is, he goes by the name, and this is weird. He goes by the name that Atbaf Abrak, and that's not his real name. It's a kind of, he's kind of twisting the letters of his name around, which is actually Aftab Akbar. That's it, Aftab Akbar. But he kind of swaps the letters around to make something which doesn't really mean anything. Abtaf Abrak. It doesn't really. Abrak could mean something in Arabic, but Abtaf, not really. So, but this poem anyway. He says, "Hum jo tere beghair zinda hain." Allah, the fact that without you we are still living. Hi, 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 hi. To my beloveds. But this is, this is something, it touches heartstrings, people. Heartstrings, man. Heartstrings, man. So this, he says, check this out. Let me just write. So I'll also got to bring up your comments. They're moving way too fast. Right. Nabs chalti hai, saans jari hai. That the pulse is beating, breath remains flowing. I mean, there's a breath flow. Bas tere baad yun guzari. Says, and that is the summary of how it was spent after you. Life was spent after you. Simply that the heart remained beating and the breath remained flowing. That's it. That's all that was left to life. कभी सीने में कभी सीने में गुनगुनाहट थी अब मुसलसल सी आह उजारी says there used to be a rhythm in the heart once upon a time. Now it's just a never-ending series of of pain, of sigh, and anguish. हम जो तेरे बगैर जिंदा हैं सब दिखावा है दुनियादारी. Epic line, people, epic. He says, and this that we are alive without you, that it is but just a show. Sab dunyadari hai. It's just dunyadari in Urdu is like when, things you have to do for the world's sake, for the sake of society. It's not, there isn't really no reality to it. People just put on a show. It's a facade. But dunyadari, that रात का रोज ये दिलासा है आज की रात सिर्फ भारी that he says each night consoles me with this message that it's just this night, as in it's just tonight, the final night that you have to bear through, and then the rest will be easier. वाह वाह वाह. हम तो हारे हैं जिंदगी से मगर जिंदगी मौत से ना हारी. He says, even though we may, and sometimes, I've said this before, Urdu poetry can kind of have a bit of melancholy to it. But he says that we seem to have lost to life, but life hasn't yet lost to death. See, it's weird because he's kind of grouping together a sense of despair, but underlined with a sense of hope. It's strange because on hum to haare hain zindagi se magar zindagi maut se na hari. It's a bit, I mean, you have Faiz, his lambi hai gham ki sham, magar sham hi to hai. It's that, yes, the evening of sorrow or anguish is long, but he says, but it's only an evening. That's kind of more hopeful. I mean, hope seems to preponderate. But here he's kind of got it a bit. It's फैसला जो किया है अटल. Wow, Hindi shabd atal, which is decisive. It says the judgment you did, it was decisive. Achhi aadat yahi tumhari. Now that is an outstanding quality you have. Jitna jeena tha ji liya abrak. Whatever we had to live, we have done so abrak. Ab ye jeene ki rasam jari. What's left is simply a formality. Hum jo tere beghair zinda hain. And that we are alive after you. Sab dikhawa hai dunyadari. Honestly, I read that and I was like, oh my god, that really, wow, it's amazing. You know, in poetry, one can find, you can find, I don't, a solace, I guess. But yes,